Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology once again. I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer and I'm here with the monthlies that is about the month of June 2021. I do make the videos on weeklies as well as on the transits of the inner planets, outer planets, and I do the summary part. I give a short tutorial also if at all you want to understand what exactly is a particular transit going to be getting at and how is it going to be impacting you all also. I do share in all my videos. That is the predictive, or you can call it the forecast. So don't forget to subscribe my channel if at all you want all these kinds of updates if you're watching me for the first time. And the ones who are watching me for many years now. So I thank you all for being here and watching me and waiting for the updates. I got a little late, I think, but yes, I'm bang on time. Today, I'm making this video on June 2021 for you all, 12 ascendants or the moon signs, whichever resonates more with you. Check which one is matching up more. If at all moon is afflicted, you will feel that there is less, matching up with moon sign. Or you can just, ascendant actually sets the whole tone of the chart whenever, from the eastern horizon, the planet, which is the sign which is rising, we have to check that. All the planets rise from the east as it is. So what exactly is the condition of your personal chart that we check from the ascendant. So it's better that if you can just pull up your ascendant and see what is ascendant and you can understand your horoscope well. So what exactly is this month going to be bringing us all about this eclipse which is coming, and of course Jupiter going retrograde, Mercury transiting through the sign of Taurus again, and being the part of the total this annular solar eclipse. And also we have Mars transiting through its debilitation sign. I'll be sharing screen with you. I'll be showing everything about the transit, how I will take you through that. I will take you through the horoscopes also. And then I will be sharing what exactly is the predictive. All right. So coming to the, let me share the screen so that you can understand. So please make a note of the transit positions of the month 2021, June 2021, sorry. So Sun is going to be in the sign of Taurus till the 14th of June and will be moving into the sign of Gemini. And 10th is the solar eclipse, as we all know. So, and we have Dakshinayana also this month. I'll share that as well. Mars is going to be in Gemini till the 2nd of June, and it's going to be entering Cancer sign, its sign of debility, and is going to be right opposite Saturn. As you all know, it is going to be feeling quite restrictive here. But yes, Saturn is, if Saturn is the karma, what exactly is the action, you'll get to know through this Mars, how you perform the action. So it's a great teacher and it's a great learning experience that you'll be going through. Obstacles, of course, we can get, but yes, we are going to be feeling little clarity. We'll be getting a lot of clarity as well in whatever we are doing. So this is an important transit again. Also, we have we do have Mercury transiting through the Taurus sign and is going to be in the retrogression. In retrogression, it's coming back, so it's demoted. It was in Taurus from 1st to 26th of May, and then on the 3rd of June is going to be transiting through the Taurus sign again. And then because from May 26th to June 3rd in Gemini, and now it's going to be transiting through Taurus again in demoted form, and finally in the sign of Gemini on the July 7th. Mercury is going to go retrograde on the 30th of May, which I've already made the video. You can go back and watch, and is going to be in retrogression, coming back to the sign of Taurus, and is going to go direct on the 23rd of June. Mercury enters on the 7th of July till the 25th of July, stays in the Gemini sign, and then enters Cancer sign. So Venus is going to be transiting through Gemini sign. As we all know, I have already made the video, and is going to be transiting through Cancer sign and joining this Mars for a couple of days. And is going to be, because Mars is going to be till the 20th of July and is going to be in at war also with this Mars. Venus is going to be in Cancer from June 22nd, so it's going to be at war as well. I've made the video of the same as well. Jupiter is going to be entering the in retrograde, will be getting retrograde on the 20th of June, and it's in Shatabisha Nakshatra. I've already made the video of the same as well, and it's going to be till the 18th of October in retrogradation. 14 September, it comes back in the demoted form in Capricorn sign in retrograde motion. Then enters Dhanishta Nakshatra on 21st of July. And again, in the direct motion, it enters the sign of Aquarius again and enters Shatabisha Nakshatra on the 2nd of January. So from 21st of July till the 2nd of January 2022, it's going to be in Dhanishta Nakshatra. And 2nd Jan to 2nd March 2022, it's going to be in Shatabisha and then Purva Bhadra. Saturn, as we all know, is in retrogression since May 23rd. You must be feeling the impact also, and the 11th October only it is going to get direct, so no change there. Rahu and Ketu are going to be in the Taurus, Scorpio, Navamansha till the August 19th. So 2 nodes I take, and second Kalsarpa starts from the 5th of December till the 24th of April 2022. That's next year. We have had a lunar eclipse in Anuradha Nakshatra in Scorpio sign already. That was a full moon. And now we are heading to another, because eclipses come in duos. So back to back, one eclipse after one eclipse will be the other eclipse. So solar eclipse happens on the 10th of June from 1:42 p.m. to 6:41 p.m. India time. And we have new moon on that day, and it's going to be from the June 9th 1:58 p.m. to 10th June 4:22 p.m. IST India time again. We have a full moon that is on the June 24th till the 25th of June. Please make a note. And this is the moon's transit. These are the moon's transit positions, how moon is going to be moving through the signs. So you can make a note of these also. You can click a screenshot. Now, I must tell you, there is a summer solstice on 21st of June. As we all know, that's the time when, sun ingresses through the Dakshinayan. So that's the southward journey that sun is going to be moving on to. So this is the summer solstice sunrise time and sunset time, and the day duration and the previous day and the next day. So these are important dates. Now, these are the festivals. You can make a note of the month of June 2021. We have Telugu Hanuman Jayanti also on the June 4th. World Environment Day is there on June 5th. Apara Ekadashi is there. This is Jyeshta Maas. So Jyeshta Krishna Ekadashi, Pradosh Vrat. We must actually follow these. These are Vedic rituals. Tithis we must follow. Masik Kartigai is there. Then Shivaratri is there. This is the monthly Shivaratri. Then we have Savitri Vrat on. This is the fast that we must follow for if you're married and for the long life of your husband. So you should fast on June 10th. Shani Jayanti is on June 10th itself when we have the eclipse also. So that's the Surya Grahan. And it is also Rohini Vrat. So we can just follow it for the ones who are following Jain calendar, so they can follow this. Darsha Amavasya is also there. Obviously, the same day we have full new moon. So that is Darsha Amavasya. So this is the Krishna Paksha Amavasya of Jyeshta month. Then we have Chaturdasi, and we have Maharana Pratap Jayanti, we have Vinayak Chaturthi, we have Mithuna Sankranti, that is sun's ingress into Gemini sign, that is on the June 15th. Then we have Dhumavati Jayanti, Masik Durgashtami, Mahesh Navami, Ganga Dashera. This is also a very important festival, Ganga Dashera. Then we have Father's Day, and this is Gayatri Jayanti. Longest day of the year is June 21st, so which is why the summer solstice. Then we have Nirjala Ekadashi also, and we have Yoga Day as well. I follow a lot of yoga, so please do follow this day as well. And we have Rama Lakshmana Dwadashi, Pradosh Vrat again, and we have Purnima Vrat, that is the full moon. Then the Ashada month begins on the June 25th, and we have Ishti as well. Okay, so this is something which is important. Now let me share with you quickly. I'll just take you through this as well, so that you know how the sky looks like in the horoscope, as per the horoscope, how it looks like. So, you know, Sun is going to be changing signs, and Mars is also going to be changing signs. I'll just show you through this. Okay. So, Mercury is coming from the, one second. So from Gemini, Mercury is going backwards to this Taurus sign and is going to be in retrogression, of course, and will be going back again. Venus is going to change signs from the Gemini sign to the uh, Cancer sign. All right. So this is also very important. And Mars is already on the 2nd June is going to get debility, instability. Saturn is retrograde. Jupiter is also going to go retrograde. There is an eclipse forming in the Taurus sign. So this is very important. Again, eclipse. Please make a note. And also, it's in Mrigasira Nakshatra. So Mars is going to be in debility at that time. And Venus is also going to be part of Venus is going to be the dispositional lord is going to be in Gemini sign and forming an exchange. There is an exchange between Venus and Mercury, because Mercury is in Venus's sign and Venus in Mercury's sign. So it's sort of Venus going and changing places here. So these are all the dates and the kind of horoscope it is showing. All right. So make a note of these. All right. So let me quickly tell you what exactly is this month actually, you know, heading to. What exactly does this mean? So you must understand that whenever we have planetary configurations like these, when Jupiter, the benevolent planet, is going to be changing signs. So you must understand in retrogression, a benevolent planet, whenever is ingressing backwards, it's like ingressing backwards, right? So this means that it's going to be giving some kind of one second, let me, there is some glitch here. This is what, I hope you guys can see the screen. Let me stop share first. Yeah, so sorry about this. Okay. Yeah. This is a live session, I must tell you, so all this happens. So just forgive me for whatever is happening. Okay. So sorry. All right. So I was just saying that when a planet like Jupiter, you know, who is the greater fortune and the expansive one, is turning retrograde. So it means that the benevolence or the task that you have been thinking of getting complete, it's an innovative sign after all. Aquarius is an innovative sign. So whenever these kind of things happen, so in retrogression, there is always a glitch which happens. Just now also, it just happened, you know, and I don't blame it all to Jupiter. I blame it all to Mercury whenever there is some glitch in the in the software or in the computers or any electronic goods. So this is because he's the information technology, so we must understand that there is something wrong. So it's because of Mercury in retrogression, though we do get through all this, even if Mercury is direct. So there will be some lack of confidence, you know, lack of optimism when Jupiter is turning retrograde, because it's far from Sun. So we must be prepared for that as well. Also, we have that unconventionality attached. It's like, you know, behaving like Rahu. When Jupiter is in retrogression, it is more towards extremist, extravagant, lavish. You feel very incline towards the material world. So that's what is Jupiter retrogression. So let me share the chart of the how the planets look like, and also in the horoscope. Let me start sharing, I think, one by one, the predictive. There's something wrong today. Let me just share quickly. Okay, so let's start. I've taken a lot of time for you of yours. So let me start with, because you can't see the chart, I will just switch off my video so that you can see. All right, to start with Aries natives first. So for Aries, you are having this, first of all, the solar eclipse is happening. Mars, your Lagnesh, is going to the debilitation sign. So this is going to be little difficult for you to understand that lack of patience is there. There is a lot of persistence. There is a lot of workload on you. You feel like completing the challenges, but something or the other obstacles. You are just trying to overcome the hurdles, but again, there are certain hurdles that your challenges you're going to be feeling after Mars gets into the sign of Cancer. So no worries, there are certain discrepancies. Don't lose patience, don't lose heart, but because Saturn is right opposite this uh, Mars, so there will be a lot of patience also that you will learn during this time. So don't worry, things are going to be better off. In case you're having any kind of disease or any immunity levels going down, so things are going to improve also. Venus is going to be going back and forth, like Mercury is going to go back and forth in the sign of Taurus uh, and Gemini. So there will be that problems in investments you can have. So do not go get carried away in investments, because Venus, this sign is getting the eclipse also. So you must not make any decisions which backfire. You can maybe go haywire in your monetary concerns. So make right kind of decisions if you want to really sail through this. You can spend money on buy some items on the luxurious items, comforts, and they can be that you have a lot of ego and arrogance also in your marital life. So keep a check on that as well. Your children can also be sorting out certain things. They'll be planning, there are certain academic projects and tasks that they'll be taking care of this month. And also, whenever there are eclipses, as I always say, you must take care of your mother's health. There can be some health issues to your mother and father. During the solar eclipse also, you should be taking care of your parents' health. If you're feeling too much inclined towards religion, it's because religious activities and knowledge you want to gain. So this is the right time to do so. You can also feel that there are certain positive energies because you're acquiring those knowledge, you're understanding people, you're going through a lot of changes within you as well. So for student natives, a very good time in case they want to go in for some education, or they have to plan anything, they should be doing it. Excellent results as far as your hard work and patience is concerned. If they're going to be paid off, don't worry. All right. It's just that the Lagnesh is going to go in the debilitation sign. So that is the only hitch this month. Otherwise, I think it's going to be positive for you. And when even Jupiter is going to go retrograde, there will be certain opportunities that you'll be getting to improve yourself. So make sure that you utilize this transit of Jupiter in retrogression as well. Okay. So coming to the next sign, that is Taurus. So for Taurus natives, Venus, we have to check the condition of Venus. So as you can see, Mercury is going to go into the sign of Taurus again, and Venus is going to be in the Gemini sign, forming an exchange between this. So this will be giving you some kind of sharper decision making. You will be more into the prominence, and you want to evaluate things, you want to evaluate your appearance, Maybe you are more into the direct communication. You are not feeling that introvertness is not there. You're going to be very upfront and you're going to be speaking about whatever you're feeling. There can be some lightheartedness also that you will be feeling during this time, because Mercury and Venus, when are forming exchange, there is a intellectual self-expression, I feel. And definitely you'll be having some connectivity with your neighbors, siblings as well. Maybe you will be going in for some kind of communication with them as well. So this is something which is definitely positive for you. In case you are feeling that there are financials, there's some crunch that you're going through, some problems in the financials. So that is going to get sorted also, because Venus is, after all, in the second house. So you will overcome the money related problems as far as till now you have been suffering through. So that's positive for you again. In your love relationships also, there will be mixed kind of results, because Ketu is in your seventh house after all, and Rahu is in your Sun and Mercury, and as well as Moon, because this is going to be a solar eclipse. So it's going to be giving you, this is a new moon, and you can feel a lot of energy here because of the eclipse zone. So there can be some domestic life can be little disturbed because of that. So be careful on the eclipses time. You can definitely uh, you can sail through this phase as well. So don't worry. Also, there are certain things which are going to be getting clarified. If you're a senior, your colleagues, your seniors, they're going to be giving you adequate support, because Jupiter is going to be till the 22nd at least in the 10th house of yours. So definitely a positive month for you, and you will make a lot of gains, and maybe some uh, promotion is also on cards, quite likely. On the professional front, I would say that there is the prestige, and your status is going to go up. So that's positive. There can be some issues that you have to sort out, because Mercury is retrograding in your first house and being the lord of the fifth also. So some children related, education related troubles, because Sun is also going to get eclipse being the fourth lord. So if you yourself are a student, so there can be some decisions that can backfire. So try doing it only after the eclipse is over. All right. And take care of your health related to your eyes and skin. Skin related diseases can also happen because Mercury is also retrograde. And Ketu in the transiting your seventh house can give you some, lower abdominal related disease also, something to do with abdomen. So eat right. Venus can give you sweet tooth. So just make sure that you do not get carried away. That's all. Okay. So I think this is not a bad transit, because Saturn is also in your ninth house and in its own sign. So definitely luck is in your favor. So I think things are improving. Things are getting better for you. Okay. Coming to the Gemini sign. So for Gemini natives, uh, your Lagnesh is going to go retrograde. Okay. But one must understand that there is an exchange forming between Venus and Mercury. So Mercury is in dignity. Okay. Mercury is going to be giving you some good results related to foreign land, foreign income, workplace. In case you have to make any kind of trading activities, if you have to get into to expand yourself, business wise, trading wise. So this is the right time, I would say. You can definitely take up all those activities if you feel like doing something where you have to open up a little. So you can definitely be doing that. But yes, this is the time that you speak at the least, because you are not going to be expressing yourself in a proper manner, or there will be something which is not uh, being conveyed in a proper manner. Okay. So maybe you are going to be in that meditative zone yourself, quiet contemplation is going on. You're going to be feeling that you don't want to be in this in this worldly life. You want to just cut down on meeting people or talking to people. You're on that contemplative zone. You require a lot of creative visualization also. Maybe, you are spending more time to understand, because retrogression as it is it means that, you are introvert and you're going to be uh, talking to yourself. So this is something which is very nice, for you to make certain changes, in yourself. Mentally, you're going to be very productive. You're going to be spending more time with yourself and revealing certain things which you yourself don't know. So what is going on within you? So that clarity you're going to be getting. Some government related tasks that you're going to be maybe completing, and you'll be getting all that support. An excellent month for the love life and relationships also, because Venus is over your first house. So this gives a lot of sexual urge also, and physically you will be charged up. So this is good for the marriage and understanding that strength that you want with your partner, with your spouse. You will be getting that strength from that partner. Mars is going to go into the uh, kind of debility. So this means that you are going to be having too much of emotions attached to your family, or you will be having a lot of anger within you. You're not expressing it. But yes, you can spend money on electronic goods. You can buy some goods which you have to, which you will not be able to use, or maybe they conk off, or there is some defect. So all those you have to be actually taking care of whenever Mars is in the debilitation sign. And also this can give you some disagreements with your our conflicts with your people as well. So make sure that you are not going to take up any kind of collaborations, any kind of partnerships right now. Jupiter being the lord of your 10th and your seventh house is going to go retrograde this month. So this will bring about some changes within your in your subjects that you have picked up, or there is a possibility that you will be uh, doing certain things which you have never done, something new, some innovation, and you will be craving for that connect with your social life, with your people even more. And Jupiter being in retrogression, of course, it needs attention, so I'll be making a separate video. But yes, this is the period when you will feel that there is a lot of protection also from the divine. So this is positive, I would say. All right. And I'll be making a separate video on the solar eclipse also. How is it going to be impacting you? But yes, you will be, because it is happening in your 12th house, so you will have to take care of your relationships during this time even more. All right. So for student natives, a good time. And for purchasing and selling a property, I would request you not to do it right now. It's not a good period for doing so. All right. Coming to the next sign, that is, I'll be showing you my face also in between. Let's move on to Cancer, because you can't see the chart then if I keep the video on. All right. So for Cancer natives, this is the sign ruler is moon, so you must stick on to the moon's transit. That is the weekly transits that I make, the weekly videos that I make. So that will actually help you understand how the week is going to be, and how the planetary positions are, and how your mood swings are. All right. So you should hear that. But yes, let me give you a vague idea about this month. How is it going to be? So here you will feel a lot of success as far as your professional assignments are concerned. You'll be putting a lot of effort, and they'll be paid off also. So you will be having, you will maybe draw benefits on account of business associates. You will be getting some kind of connectivity with the people even more. You are going to be addressing to the problems you have been facing till now even more. That clarity is going to be there. Okay, so it's positive for you. You might get little uneasy or short-tempered, I would say, because there is Mars transiting over your first house, and Mars is very emotional here. Emotions are this doesn't mean that you're going to be crying, sobbing or something, but there are certain hidden, subtle energies that you're going to be facing with Mars in the debilitation sign. See, Mars, when is exalted or is in the other signs, it's like, the uh, rush of blood is there, the action oriented you. In the first house, any sign, if it's there and Mars is there, so you will feel that there is a lot of blood rush. You want, you're action oriented, you want to finish off the things, initiate new things as well. But when Mars is in the sign of debility, it fizzles out. This is the water sign, and the fiery Mars is going there, being the 10th lord. So this is going to be giving you some kind of maybe confusion at the place of work, or you will not have that interest, or maybe you will be very, very emotionally attached to your work. You want to complete the task, you want the results, or or you're overwhelmed with the kind of tasks you're going through. So a lot of energy is there. So you must actually exercise caution with your emotions, and you should also take care while driving. I would say that, I would repeat that. Why? Because Mars is being aspected by Ketu and Saturn, not to forget. It's not just Saturn's aspect, it's Ketu's aspect also. So this is going to be giving you some kind of, you're accident prone, or maybe irritable, short tempered. All these energies can be there with your partner. You can be very rude, or, you're not in that, in that zone where you are going to be interacting, with with the partner the same way. Maybe you will be introvert, and the problems are building up. So this is a very lie low kind of a situation right now, I would say. Okay. No, this is Cancer rising I'm talking about. So now what happens here, Jupiter is going to go retrograde, and in retrogression is coming to the 7th house. It's moving backwards, right? So this is a positive one. 8th house transit of Jupiter has been causing some problem or the other, but here it is going to be little better. Okay, it is going to be feeling that you are, coming out of the mess of relationship, finances, health. So there is a possibility that you get some good news as well. Okay, suddenly, you feel that things are moving towards positive with Jupiter into retrogression, because it was in the 8th house till now. All right. So for student natives, hard work is the key. I would request you to put in the hard work, and you will definitely be able to sail through whatever you're going through. Anything which is keep stopping you. Okay. So just make sure that you, um, in your investments and in your financials, be cautious in making decisions, because Mars is also looking at your 4th house. So this is also indicative of buying or selling of property, landed property as well. All right. So let's move on to the next sign, that is Leo. Okay. Okay. So for Leo natives, your Lagnesh is coming under the eclipse zone, and that's happening on your 10th house. So this actually is not that good a placement when when Sun is under the eclipse zone, and that too in the 6th house, in your 10th house. Sorry. So 10th house is the house of profession. So there can be that you are having uh, some problems related to your official tasks. With the seniors, with the authorities, you can have some problem or the other. So this you have to actually work through. This is the month where, on the 10th especially, plus minus, I take 3 months from solar eclipse. Any kind of decisions that you make can backfire, or any kind of reversals can take place. But definitely Sun is the Bali here. Rahu is also not bad in this zone. Mercury is also here. So I think there's a counterbalancing which is also happening here. So you will feel that there is some solid gains with Venus and Mars and Mercury exchange also forming. So this will give you some kind of monetary gains as well. Some solid gains at the place of work. So maybe, you have invested earlier, when Mercury was in Gemini sign, or maybe before that, and now you're going to be fetching good amount of money back. Okay, so this is good. And it is also going to be giving you some comfort, some pleasures. Health is going to be getting better with Saturn and Jupiter both getting retrograde. So this is going to be giving you some positive energy here. Just take care of your stomach region. Do not eat sweets or anything from outside. Avoid during this month. Unnecessary, why take that stress if you feel that discomfort? See, gradually all the planets are coming out of the Rahu Ketu axis, as you can see. All the innermost planets are coming out. Mars was the outer planet which went first out of and broke the Kala Sarpa in April. And now it's going to be Venus, Mercury, and then Sun is also leaving next month. So this month, I mean June month. So this is definitely going to be giving you some upward hill. So upward trend during this month, and you will strike a good coordination with your children also, and you will be getting all the tasks done from the government sector also, if at all they are just lying kept pending. So that's going to be positive, definitely. And Mercury is transit, I would say, because Mercury is quite close to Sun and is going to be getting combust also, not to forget. Mercury is going to be, when Sun transits through closely, when it's exiting, so Mercury is retrograding and is combust also. So this can bring about some communication gap with your support system, with your seniors, with your co-workers. Strategy planning can just go haywire. So just be careful when you are having this combination, retrograde and combustion both. Till the 23rd June, Mercury is going to be in retrogression. So definitely it is going to give you a lot of multitasking, career, business related issues. Reputation also can be at stake. Whenever Rahu and Sun combination happens, reputation suffers. So you have to take care of that as well. But surely you are planning certain things which are going to give you elevation. Children are going to be doing well, and not a good time to dispose of property related matters, because Mars is in your 12th house, being the lord of your 4th. So you will not get good chunk of money. And also your baggage, your luck lord, is going to the 12th house. So that is also not considered to be that great. It can give you lack of action, and you are more introvert and you want to do things which actually make you or seclude you from the outside world. It could be that you are not going to be feeling that kind of action orientedness is missing. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Virgo. So for Virgo natives, your Lagnesh is going to be going into the retrogression and going back to the 9th house zone. So this is demoted form, and this can lead to problems in your financials, in your also in your education, maybe because Mercury is in retrogression, or something unconventional you're going to be taking up. It's not going to be what you have been doing till now, because your Lagnesh, your 10th lord, that's your ascendant, and the 10th lord is retrograding, and there's an exchange between Venus and Mercury also, and there's an eclipse also in your 9th house. So definitely this is going to be bringing about some focus on the mundane and practical affairs, also looking at the bigger picture thoughts. You're thinking of some knowledge that you want to acquire, some kind of problems in your communication. There's a communication gap. People are not understanding what you're trying to convey. So look at the broader picture. I would say, look at the broader picture. Maybe, there is something better coming your way. So this is a foundational phase. See, whenever Mercury is going retrograde, it's trying to teach us something. Any planet going in the reverse, that means there is something unfinished we have to finish. So this is definitely going to be bringing about some things related to the bigger picture, to the missing picture, I would say. Not the bigger picture, but the missing picture. So just join the dots, just see where you have missed out on something. Now you should be actually getting that clarity with Mercury going into the retrogradation, your Lagnesh after all. Okay, and Mercury exalts here. So this is a very powerful Mercury when there is an exchange also forming between Venus and Mercury. So it's a very powerful yoga which is forming. Saturn and Mars are going to be in opposition. So this will bring about some postponement and delays in the projects. Challenges are there that you might feel that anger, anxiety, and you should be following the social norms with Saturn and Mars combination. Don't forget to interact with the authorities and get your with the police or with the public prosecution in case you have to you have not been doing it, you have to go and you have to do it. So you just be present, in case you have not you've committed something and you're not actually following that karma that you have to follow, you should do it. Though the action oriented you is missing because of Mars instability, but definitely you will feel that there is some kind of direct link between the cause and effect, and you'll be able to make the necessary adjustments and eliminate that weakness also. Okay, because of the Saturn's, after all, Saturn's aspect is always hard and is always going to be bringing something new, something better. Okay, it's a great teacher. It's going to teach you, right? Hard way or the easy way, that's up to you. Okay, and Jupiter is going to go retrograde and is going backwards. So this zone was protected. You were having problems. Now it's going to be was getting cured, like disease, loans, debts, enemies. So they were all taken care of with Jupiter's presence there. But now Jupiter is going to retrograde. So there is a chance that you are not going to get that grace here. So you can face certain problems related to these zones. So you have to make sure that you take care of your health even more when Jupiter is going to go retrograde. And also Ketu is looking at this Mars, so you have to keep a check on your anger also, maybe with your friend circle, siblings, neighbors, with your classmates. You have some kind of problems and you are unable to sort them out also, quite likely. Also, Saturn is retrograde, and you're having an eclipse also in your ninth house. So the divinity, basically, the divinity is blemished because of Rahu's presence there. Wherever Rahu is, it actually Rahu is invisible. Rahu is a graha, is a planet which um, is like a snake who deviates you, who can't take the straight path. So do not leave your righteousness, your positive energy. With Jupiter also the pious, most and optimistic planet going retrograde, you must take care and maintain that piousness and that positive energy within you. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Libra. So for Libra natives, this Venus's transit we have to see first. Venus this month is going to be changing signs and going to leave this zone of Gemini on the 22nd of June. Till then, it's going to be here and forming an exchange between Mercury and Venus also. So this is going to be giving you some kind of um, practical approach towards your task, your perspective is going to be changing, because this is now giving you those that clarity about your communication, about your focus, about your affairs, your practical life, your expenditures, your income. So you're going to be getting a lot of activity. This is going to enhance that activity also, and it is going to be giving you some kind of you know positive stroke of luck, I would say, because here it is in the ninth house in Gemini sign. So this month is going to open new, probabilities to professional and occupational growth. Also, an exchange is forming, so you can have very good experience. Also, at the same time, it will give you suddenness in that event. There can be some minor disturbance when you have, in your comforts, in your pleasures of life. You can have some, in relationships also, you can have some communication gap. So all that you have to take care of. You are supposed to work out. You're supposed to take out that energy within you, which is lying latent. You must work out, I would request you, and to for that cordial relationship at the home front. So you have to be extra cautious about your health, because it is going to lead to health issues if at all you're under stress. Monetary gains, again, I would say suddenly you will feel that there are monetary gains, and especially after Venus's transit through your 10th house, there can be that you are going to be having some kind of connectivity with your female counterparts at the place of work, and there is a war also, going to happen between Mars and Venus. They're going to be at 1 degrees plus minus each other. So you should keep a check on your anger and take care of your domestic items and activities, because Saturn and Mars are also going to be right opposite each other. Immunity can drop. Uh, you might feel lazy. You might feel that you want to postpone and procrastinate things. You're feeling that low on energy when Mars is in debility in the 10th house zone. Though Mars is the Bali here still, and Mars exalts in this sign where Saturn is already seated. So it's like, the warrior is not getting those kinds of instructions, or he's not able to give the instructions that he's generally used to giving to the masses, because Mars is in the sign where he's weak. So maybe he's in the inimical sign, so he's losing that patience, and physically and verbally you're going to be very aggressive, which is going to be latent, though not very much visible. Good for student natives, good for selling and purchasing of property also. This is the month you can do so. In any point you want me to add, I will definitely add. Okay. So for financials, you have to be a little cautious in your expenditures. Don't be too flamboyant. Don't show off what do you have, what you want to, uh, spend, and because this is a sign where you're very flashy, you're very flamboyant, you're a people's person also at the same time. So this is definitely going to be giving you that K2 energy, is quite likely that you can be more spendthrift. So be careful about your expenditures. All right. So coming to the next sign, that is Scorpio. So for Scorpio natives, there is an eclipse which is happening in your 7th house. Mars is going to be in debility in your 9th house. So this is going to be bringing about some energy, which is giving you some, um, you're going to weigh the pros and cons before doing any kind of sorting out any kind of issues. You can be very indecisive also, and you can be very fickle-minded. You can be opposed by people also at times. You feel that why am I talking to them? You want to seclude yourself because of that. But at the same time, you will be negotiating, you'll be counseling, you'll be doing things which are going to help others also during this time. And you feel like communicating your mind to your partner, to your friends during this time. And you will get a lot of peace amongst people at the end of the day, because you will feel that people are not understanding, and because of the Rahu energy. But if you are persistent, if you want to be more careful, if you are caring in nature, definitely you will keep on, that persistence should be there, so that people around you get impacted in a positive manner, rather than breaking up is very easy, remember, very easy, but to maintain cordiality, that's a difficult task. Okay. So Mars, your Lagnesh is right opposite Saturn. So this brings about some lack of motivation and, impatience, aggression, verbal, physical, and, older people in your life, relatives, parents, friends. You will need support, from them. You need that, uh, you know, attention from them rather. So this can bring about some setbacks, impediments, and disagreements and conflicts also because of Mars instability or Lagnesh after all. But success will require more time. You have to be more persistent, as I said, committed and tolerant. Tolerance should be there. You will feel overwhelmed at times, frustrated at times. There will be mixed kind of feelings that you'll be going through during this month. So all that, will be taken care of because of Saturn. Saturn, is a great teacher. Okay, whenever there is an opposition of Saturn and Mars, they are definitely going to be giving you some, positive consequences from your actions, as well as, the results from your inaction. If at all there is something that you've not been doing, even then this Saturn is going to keep a check on you. Remember, it's going to eliminate. Saturn is really, the that is why Saturn is the karma karak. He is the one who's the judiciary also. So he's the one who's checking on us what we are doing every minute. So if you are not persistent, you're not dedicated, this Saturn is going to bring about obstacles and complications also, so that you become persistent and dedicated. Okay. So it's up to you whether you want it hard way or you want it in a normal manner, and you do it in a proper manner and satisfy the Saturn. All right. Um, there can be that you will get you will be recognized by the people at the place of work, or you will be accomplishing something due to the Mars's and cause. There are certain positives also. So maybe your mentor, your boss, or some important person your surrounding, in your surrounding will be supportive of you. Okay. So uh, diseases you have to take care, because Mars is immunity also, and Sun is also energy, so that's also under eclipse zone. So you have to take care of your health. At least you must. Sixth Lord is after all getting in the debilitation sign. Also there can be that you will take some loans, and then you will be utilizing those loans in making some investments, and you'll be making money also. Jupiter going retrograde will give you some, um, uh, you know, confusion amongst the siblings and the neighbors, and communication. There can be communication gap. Whatever you were till now feeling, that there is some positive energy that you're feeling at home, that will be little lacking with Jupiter going retrograde. So otherwise, Mercury and Venus exchange is positive again, because it's the eighth house and the seventh house exchange. So it's positive. Venus is coming to its own zone in exchange in Parivartana. It said that planets change signs. So definitely good. And Mercury, as it is in retrogression. So that's going to give you some positive energy related to your communication with your people, introspection, transformative, and energies are pretty heightened during this time. All right. Um, Good for selling of the property. Good time. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Sagittarius. So for Sagittarius natives, um, this transit of um, Sagittarius natives, you must understand that Saturn and Ketu are surrounding your first house. So there is some energy which is asking you to be more persistent, more dedicated towards your task completion. You need to maybe redo certain things and improve to get through those, get over with your obstacles and complications that you're going through. Work on building up experience and reputation, respect with the authority figures. Listen to older people. So that's the remedy that I'm giving you. You should actually follow those norms. Things are going to get better. Because, with Mars going to your 8th house, immunity as it is going down. Diseases, health issues, 6th house, 12th house, 8th house, all are active. So there is a high risk of accidents also. Your bones and teeth and skin, they are going to be having eyesight, in fact, also have to take care of these areas. See, I'm not trying to scare you. I must tell you, this is just a forewarning, and it might just help you be prepared for all this. Okay. If you will not listen to the Saturn energy, because Saturn is right opposite the action oriented Mars. So this is going to be giving you some obstacles and challenges even more. Or maybe there will be some problems related to your children that you have to go through. So you have to be very practical and you have to be very responsible in and get motivated in doing things. Okay, rather than leaving whatever you're going through, rather than leaving that aside. Okay, and some gains, ongoing gains. I would say that you have invested somewhere, and you're going to be getting some gains because you're, after all, 11th Lord is in the 7th house. So it is definitely very good for partnership and some projects that you have to initiate or complete. You will achieve that success also. See, there are positives also. Avoid unnecessary debates, discussions with your family members. To have a good conjugal life, that bliss that is missing, till now. So that you have to actually put effort so that you are and they can be that you gain something, because of your spouse or your life partner. That's quite likely as well. Some wish fulfillment for the lovers, romantic association that you're in. This is going to be very positive, and you're going to be having good intimacy also. Favorable month for monetary gains in case, because Saturn is in retrogression. In case you are very dedicated, as I said, and meticulously you are doing things. You're advised not to get overexcited about your work, and because the middle of the month, Sun is also going to be here, and Venus is coming here. So all these things, because your Lagnesh is also going to go retrograde, not to forget, on the 20th. I've given the dates initially. Let's just go back and watch that. The dates I've given. So Jupiter is going to go retrograde, your Lagnesh, and the 4th Lord is going to retrograde. So this is going to be little, don't get carried away and don't get too excited about or get overwhelmed about whatever you're going through. And also you may set up on a pilgrimage for your family members, or you will be performing some rituals at home, homam or something, which is going to give support to your mental setup, and mental anxiety and the stress is going to subside because of this. Positive for you. All right. Student natives are also going to be feeling little disheartened or discouraged. Don't lose hope. Things are going to get better. Mars is in debility, so the courage is missing, or decision making that is lacking because of Mercury also being in retrogression. That's the education. But yes, you will get that clarity once Mercury gets direct on the 23rd of this month. All right. Coming to the next sign, that is Capricorn. So for Capricorn natives, you have to see how Saturn is. Saturn is right opposite your Mars. Mars exalts here, and Mars has gone to the debilitation sign. So this is going to be giving you some obstacles or hurdles, or uh, clashes with in your relationships. So you have to be more on that practical side. You have to be more logical, because Saturn is, after all, looking at your 7th house. So Saturn is the planet of karma. So in case you lose that hope and you're not persistent, the breaking up is very easy. Moving away from a relationship is very, very easy. But to be in the relationship and do things in a positive manner, that is something which is very difficult. But with this great teacher around over your first house, things are going to be very good. You're going to be eliminating those weaknesses of yours, and you're going to be uh, able to fight back and do the things that you are supposed to, and put that effort to maintain that cordiality within your relationships. Okay, basically it's the relationship and your workplace also. You have to put a lot of effort and channelize that energy towards positive. Make it a positive transit for yourself. Also, there is an eclipse forming in your eclipse happening in your fifth house. So take care of your children, first of all, and your romantic life. There can be some confusion here and there in your relationship also. Don't get too emotional about the person, or maybe there is some reputation at stake. Maybe you do something which actually harms the other person, or harms or tarnishes the image of yours or the other person or the counterpart. Have to be taken care. Also, Venus is going to be in your um, 6,000, forming an exchange between Mercury and Venus is good because Venus debilitates in a way in the sixth house. So this exchange is going to be positive, and you're going to be feeling that energy by the um, after the third of this month, because you're going to be feeling that, yeah, people have been backstabbing you, or there have been some projects that have that partnership, or there are certain losses that you have incurred, which is going to be actually made up with this Mercury and Venus exchange. So you might remain a little anxious about your child's health or your own health. So eat carefully, eat mindfully about your stomach, and take care of your lower abdominal region, kidneys, liver. You have to take care of all these things as well. The students might get a little distracted because Rahu is already there. So you have to be focusing on the productive things rather than the activities which are unproductive and leading you to waste time and getting distracted unnecessarily. So do things which actually enhance you towards productive energies. All right. Um, Also, there can be that your expenditures after Jupiter gets retrograde, they increase. So you have to take care and keep a check on your expenditures also. Be more spiritual, be more towards your karma. Do the tasks that have been assigned to you rather than procrastinating. All right. For purchasing of property, this is a good time. For selling, not a good time, not a good month. All right. And also, you must understand that Ketu is looking at this Mars, so just be careful. There can be that you fight tooth and nail with your friends. There can be some issues that you have to sort out amongst your social life. Investments can backfire, so be careful about your investments. Also, Mercury is also retrograde, so just be careful, right? Okay, before I move on, let me show you my face. I'm present. Okay, and I'm fine. Please, thank you so much. Let's move on to the second last sign, Aquarius. All right, so for Aquarius natives, your Lagnesh is in your 12th house. So whenever, there is the 12th house transit, expenditures increase, and the introvertedness increases. You're not willing to share what you're going through with the other people. That's something that should not be the case, because Saturn being in retrogression is a very serious planet. It's a cold planet. When Saturn is retrograde, you should be more communicative. That's what Saturn wants you to. Saturn is very meticulous. Saturn is the hard task master. He's a great teacher also. So right now, your Lagnesh is right opposite after, the third is going to be right opposite Mars. So Mars and Saturn opposition will reveal the negative or the positive consequences of your actions, as well as the results from your inaction. So you have to make sure that you're very, very alert, and you will be having that, that difference that you can make out, the link that you can make out between the cause and the effect. So certain necessary adjustments that you have to make or eliminate, and there are certain weaknesses that you have to overcome and move further on. Move on to the productive things. Think about the productivity. not the unproductive part. Okay, you might be lacking that persistence, that dedication, or that there are certain obstacles and complications also that you can go through with Saturn Mars opposition. There can be that you're feeling there is a lot of blockage in whatever the progress that is not there coming your way. You're feeling very disheartened. You're feeling very, you're losing hope. At times you feel that status quo, right? But you must understand that Saturn is not going to leave things. Saturn wants you to go the hard way. If you're not going to follow that track where Saturn wants you to, then it's going to be very difficult, because Saturn is not a planet who will leave you without persistence and dedication. He wants you to work. He doesn't want you to procrastinate. Okay, so there is no looking back and looking at people with a very negative eye. You should treat everybody alike. You should treat everybody right now when Saturn is retrograding. You should look at everybody with a very open-mindedness. Okay, and you will be forming some kind of connectivity with your parents. There's eclipse zone also in your fourth house. This is the house of happiness also. Should not forget that. This is the house of happiness where the eclipse is taking place. So there can be some more extra effort to enhance the happiness quotient in you. As it is, the fourth house is related to mother. Remember. So whenever there is eclipse in the fourth house, sun and moon are involved. So parents' health suffers. They need attention. Maybe you're not paying attention, that kind of attention. See, they have raised us. We must understand that we are, because of them on this earth. They brought us to life. So we should definitely, we must attend to them. We must understand they are the well-wishers. They are the only well-wishers, I would say. Very few people you will come across who are your well-wishers, your friends, your family, your relatives. But your parents are the best people around. There are people who feel that, of course, there are parents who have been really mean also. I have certain clients who have gone through hell because of that. But don't worry. If at all you are not having those set of parents, so I think they deserve your attention and your love and affection. So please pay attention to them and take care of their health. Also, Venus and Mercury are forming an exchange. So good for your love and relationship. Very good time for investments also. Seventh house Lord is Sun. So there can be that your image, public image, reputation is at stake. So make sure that you do not do anything which actually tarnishes your image. Okay. If you're working in the entertainment, acting, or commission basis, if you're working on those, then this is a good month for you. And there can be that the student natives are getting, little distracted. So their endeavors that they have to make have to channelize those academic endeavors in a proper manner to achieve those goals also. But yes, health is going to be normal and fine only if you take care of what you're eating, because there can be that you are eating recklessly without thinking much. So that is something that you have to avoid, and don't waste too much money on eating. Okay, avoid debates also. You can get carried away. Either you're very introvert or you're very much on that sarcasm. So do not get into that as well. Okay. Not a good time to buy and purchase property. Avoid. All right. So let me show you my face once and then I move on. Okay. Let's move on to the last sign, that is Pisces. All right. For Pisces natives, your Lagnesh is going to go retrograde, not to forget. It's coming out of the 12th house and coming to your 11th house, which is positive again. In case there is any work that is kept pending, is going to complete Business people are going to have solid gains. They're going to do well. Students will get mixed results for their endeavors because Mars is in debility. Not to forget, right opposite Saturn. You will have to work really hard to level up those expenditures. Make sure that you are not overwhelmed by the expenses and the and be more pessimistic about your income. Okay, don't worry, things are going to improve. In the current scenario, I can understand things are not looking that great. That's why, but you may spend money to increase the quotient of your comfort in the life because Venus is transiting your. You might buy a vehicle also. It's quite likely. I've seen people when Venus transits through their fourth house, either they will buy some property or they will buy some um, vehicle. So just make sure that you do not get carried away because Mars and Ketu are in aspect to each other. Ketu and Saturn are aspecting this Mars. So you have to be taking care while driving. And this can bring about some disagreement or complications with your father, and mother's health can suffer as well. So make sure that you take care of that because from the fourth house, Saturn is transiting the eighth. So you have to take care of your mother's health as well. During the middle of the month, once Sun comes into your fourth house, things are going to improve at the place of work, and whatever tasks that you have been assigned will start completing one by one. So that is something which is positive, of course. And new schemes of income generation you will be planning as well during that time. So seniors, co-workers, they'll be supportive of you. Also, there can be that you are going to be having some religious activity, ceremony at home. You're planning to do it. Also, your Lagnesh is going to go retrograde, so there can be some enhancement in financials by the end of the month. So that's something which is positive again. For student natives, lack of, interest in doing things. So you have to be more involved in your education because Mercury is also retrograde. All right. So focus and things will definitely be better off. So this was it for the 12 zodiac signs as to how this month is going to be. I hope you all have enjoyed this session. And in case you have any kind of queries, doubts, you can just write in the comment section. I will definitely respond back. I'll try to definitely respond back. And also, you will be, in case you're looking for consultation, June month is all packed. You will get the appointment only for the month of July. So please plan accordingly. And surely, one-on-one consultation is definitely advisable rather than asking questions which are really personalized ones. If you want to learn astrology, so you must learn not this way that what is this planet doing in a particular sign. No, it has to be in totality and do for others, do the chart for others rather than restricting yourself on your personal chart. All right. So this is it for the June month, and stay blessed, everyone. Have a great month ahead.